Get ready for a general matter dictation test at 90 words per minute. This matter contains 440 words. Please be prepared to begin the dictation in 5 seconds. Ready? Start. The G20 Leaders Summit in Johannesburg, the first ever held in an African country, was unique in many positive, and some not so positive ways. Stop. The summit has an added voice as the African Union was made a member during India's G20 presidency in 2023. Stop. As a result, the deliberations and the declaration seemed imbued by the spirit of the global south, as they listed the multiple challenges the world faces, including conflicts, deepening inequality and increasing economic uncertainty. Stop. In particular, the nations gathered called for a just, comprehensive, and lasting peace in Sudan, the Democratic Republic of Congo, the occupied Palestinian territory, and Ukraine, invoking the UN Charter. Stop. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke at all three sessions of the G20, suggesting six initiatives that India could lead in order to address some of those issues, particularly on the need to reconsider the parameters of global development. Stop. These initiatives included a traditional knowledge repository, a G20 Africa Skills Multiplier Initiative, where India proposed to train a million people across Africa, a global healthcare response team, an initiative on countering the drug terror nexus, an open satellite data partnership to share agriculture, fishing and disaster related information, and G20 critical minerals circulatory initiative. Stop. The government asserted that it had a role in drafting the declaration, but would have been disappointed by the brief condemnation of terrorism when compared to the 2023 New Delhi declaration, given the Delhi blast and the Pahalgam attack. Stop. New paragraph. The leaders present spoke volubly about the need for bolstering the G20's role in managing global challenges, but were silent on the absence of the most important dignitary. US President Donald Trump did not just skip the summit, but the US government also boycotted it, sending only a diplomat as an observer. Stop. This is the first time that the US, that has cited tensions with South Africa over alleged discrimination against white minority farmers, has walked away from the summit of the biggest economies. Stop. Aside from the irony of a boycott against South Africa, which suffered apartheid under the Afrikaner-led regime, the US's decision also raises questions over its commitment to the G20 even as it takes over its presidency for 2026. Stop. The absence of the leader of the largest economy and the lack of universal criticism of the decision run counter to the hope and hype of the G20, finally representing a more democratic world order over the last few years. Stop. The spirit of Ubuntu or I am because we are, referred to in these years declaration, must be heeded by the very powers that would seek to sideline the grouping today. Stop.